Hi everybody, my name is Gaming Mule and welcome to Gaming with Mule Live on Daydreamer Gaming. Today we are back with Elite Dangerous Horizons in virtual reality. We have been doing a lot of travelling recently in Elite Dangerous. Christ, we have travelled so far, but it is finally time to head home. And I wasn't going to stream any of the parts of my journey on my way home, because it's just repetitive. You've watched me head to Colonia, you've watched me head to Sagittarius A, and it's a lot of the same thing, but because of some hiccups that I've encountered, I thought that it would be interesting to kind of experience me stop off somewhere on the way back to the bubble, because I've been doing a lot of this off stream. I've been playing a lot of this while I've been like watching telly. I've had like my laptop in front of me, and I've been playing this game on my laptop while watching telly. And I've been a bit careless in some instances, and I've ended up drawing a bit too close to some stars. As you can see, my hull integrity is at 93%, which isn't terrible. But I've sustained some damage to a lot of my modules. For example, you can see my thrusters are at 86%, my beam lasers at 79%. That doesn't really matter though, but like my frame shift drive is at 87%, my cargo hatch is knackered, it's at 43%, 87% for the fuel scoop, the power distributor's taken damage, my sensors, my canopy, my discovery scanner's only at 64%. I've sustained some damage, like, you know, just from being purely careless. So if we have a look at the galaxy map, we can have a look and see... Oh, we can have a look and see what I've had to do. Because what I was going to do, where we left off last time, was up here at Sagittarius A. So we travelled... I started my journey, God, it must have been about 3 or 4 weeks ago now, from... 51 Aritis, Dillon Hub. We travelled all the way up here to Colonia, the 22,000 miles, and then we travelled another like 11,000 miles. Miles? 11,000 miles! That's fuck all! We travelled 22,000 light years to Colonia, and then we travelled 11,000 light years to Sagittarius A, and then I probably got to about here on the episode that I got to Sagittarius A on my way back, and that's when I kind of ended the stream. My intention was just to head straight back down this way to head back to the bubble, but because of these damages that I've experienced, when I got to here, I thought, right, I've nearly lost 10% of my hull, and I've lost quite a bit on my modules. And if I was to assume that I would make the same mistakes through the rest of the journey, my ship would end up being destroyed, or I'll end up like damaging some really important component of my ship, like my fuel scoop, or like my thrusters, or my frame shift drive, or something like that, and I would end up being like stranded in space. So I decided to take this opportunity. I thought I'll take a detour and I'll go back to Gru Haipu, where I know that there is a planetary outpost. So we'll go there and we'll see how much money we've made. We should have made quite a bit of money, because the last time that I went, like, I travelled somewhere was Colonia. Like, the last time I unloaded all of my data was at Colonia. So I've travelled all the way to Sagittarius A and all the way around here. So that's probably, like, nearly the whole trip that I took to Colonia again, like, in that circle that I'm doing here. So I thought that you guys might be interested to see how much money I get, particularly just from Sagittarius A. I'm really intrigued as to how much money I would get. I got just for scanning Sagittarius A. So, yeah, I'm one bookmark away. So, hold on a minute. Why hasn't our route been plotted again? Hold on, let's galaxy map a second. I thought that would replot our routes. Apparently not. Right. So, Gru, Haipu. Oh, which one is it? There's 2 there. Why is there 2? There wasn't 2 there before. It's KST 0331 that we want to head to. Go. That's where we want to head to. So that's 30 jumps away. So I'm going to try and make it that far today. That's the plan. Before I do so, my visor has become a little bit steamed up. Hold on. There we go. Hopefully that sorted it. Sorry about that. Right, let's go. I want to try and tackle this as quickly as possible. I want to tackle this within the hour because over on my own channel at 9 o'clock we've got the Tuesday night show, which I'll be streaming some Civilization 5 with Frosty Harlequin and Scavo Davo. So if that's something that you like the sound of, come along and see that. That'd be really great. We stream every Tuesday. We just play whatever we feel like playing. Last week we played a bit of Grand Theft Auto. We were hoping to play Civilization 5 last week, but Scavo Davo couldn't make it, so we had to skip Civilization 5 and play GTA Online. So we're picking up the what we did a couple of weeks ago on the Tuesday night show. We're going to try and finish the game off tonight. I know that Frosty and Scavo are optimistic that we'll finish this game. I'm not so sure myself, but we shall wait and see. So yeah, I'm going to try and tackle this 30 jumps in as little time as possible.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hold on a second. I still feel like I've got some smudges on my lens. Hold on. Okay, hopefully that's solved that now. I don't know, I feel like I've got some smudginess on it. It might just be the light from my console. In fact, I think that's exactly what it is. Right. I'm going to head down. I'm going to try and fuel scoop as little as possible.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging.
Because that'll just waste time. I'll just fuel scoop in like big lumps as and when I need to. If there's anybody in the comments, please be sure to say hi. I really appreciate anybody that kind of swings by this stream. Always appreciate the company. But yeah. So, as I say, I wasn't exactly planning on streaming any of this. I wanted to get back to the bubble, and I wanted to get rid of all of that data and everything like that as I got to the bubble, and I would end up having like an absolute shit ton, or I expect to have had an absolute shit ton of data and stuff. But yeah, I really need to play this safe. I really don't want to fuck this up on the final leg of this epic journey that I've had from the bubble to Colonia to Sagittarius A. It's taken me the best part of a month to do this, so I'm hoping that by the end of the week I'll be back in the bubble. I've still got quite a bit of travelling to do, but oh, whoops, not paying attention. See, that's the problem. I'm just end up not paying attention to stuff. That's where I keep fucking up. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting back to the bubble. I'm going to buy a new ship. I've talked about this in previous streams as well, the other ships that I'm going to be buying. I'm hoping to buy a Beluga, but something occurred to me earlier, which I hadn't really considered before when I want to buy this new ship, because I'm expecting to have enough to buy a Beluga, because I've made about 30 million credits so far, and that was just from that was just from the bubble to Colonia. And now that I've done another trip, and then I'm still going to be heading back to the bubble, I expect to like more than double what I've already made. So I was going to buy a Beluga, but then it occurred to me that while I'm going to have enough money to buy a Beluga, I'm unlikely to have much money to fit it out, which doesn't really bother me at the minute. I can work on that. But the thing that didn't occur to me is that I'm probably not going to have enough money for insurance on it. And that is bad. When I first got this ship, the Asp Explorer, I flew around for a little bit without insurance. It didn't take me long to get enough money together for the insurance, granted. But those were some of the most tensest moments I've ever played in this game, because I'd saved up all of the money that I'd made so far to buy this Asp Explorer to go on these amazing kind of epic exploration missions. And I thought, if the amount of time and energy that I would lose, that I would have lost if I was to crash my ship and not have the insurance on it. And that is what everybody, everybody that plays this game says it, and I say it as well. don't fly without insurance, because it will just fuck you over. So even though I really want to get this Beluga, it really depends on how much the insurance cost is. Because I imagine it's going to be a lot. I mean, the ship costs about 80 million credits, I believe. So if I'm going to assume that it's going to... I don't even know what to expect with how much the insurance is going to be on that. I couldn't really put a figure on it, sadly. But yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about that, because I could get the Orca. I mean, I've got enough money now for the Orca, so by the time I get back, I'm definitely going to have enough money to insure it and probably put some upgrades on it. But I really wanted to get like the biggest ship in the game. I mean, I had a look on I was watching YouTube yesterday, and I came across a video. I always assumed that like the Federal Corvette or the like Imperial, I can't remember if it's the Cutter or the Clipper now, whichever the big one is from the Imperials, I always assumed that they and the Anaconda were the biggest ships in the game. But this video has like all of the ships in the game to scale up to like a station, and the biggest, according to that anyway, the biggest ship in the game is the Beluga. And I would have just been so pleased if like this journey would have yielded me the biggest ship in the game after spending so much time in like the Viper Mark IV and in the Asp Explorer, which, you know, isn't exactly a teeny ship, but just to go from this to the biggest ship in the game would have just been phenomenal. It would have made me so happy, but the insurance cost is starting to concern me a little bit. I'm a little bit worried. But we should get more of an idea as to how... Oh, shit. God, I need to fuel scoop. As an additional safety precaution as well on my travels, because again, off stream I came a little bit close to running out of fuel, like worryingly so. I was coming across a lot of like brown dwarf stars which you can't scoop, and I was getting a little bit worried about that as well, so I changed the settings on my galaxy map so that whenever it plots a route now, it only plots it to scoopable stars, which is great. Because like then, I wasn't paying attention, I was too busy talking to you, and then I realised I'm out of fuel. But luckily, every system that I come across now is going to be a scoopable star, which is fun-bloody-tastic. So yeah, we'll just quickly scoop up. We've got a great fuel scoop now. I didn't have this fuel scoop on the trip to from the Bubble to Colonia. I had the fuel scoop that I used for that travel, for that journey, only did 176 a second. And then I got to Colonia, had some money, I thought, right, I'm going to treat myself to a decent fuel scoop, and I can now do 494 a second. So it takes no time at all for my fuel tank to fill up. But yeah, that's what's going on, and I wanted to show it to you guys because I wanted as much of this journey documented that I think might be interesting, and I think you might be interested to find out kind of how much money I'll have made from going from Colonia to Sagittarius A back to Gru. I'm hoping it's going to be a lot. But another thing, actually, which I'm very excited about as well, about landing and repairing and everything like that, is hopefully, I mean it should do, there's no reason why it shouldn't, but hopefully my Explorer rank should go up. I've only got 3% left on Pathfinder to go up to the next Explorer rank. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but that's going to be great. I'm going to be really pleased about that. That's another one of the reasons why I went off on this journey, was just to get my Explorer rank up, because I was a Trailblazer when I left Colonia. When I left the Bubble, I was about halfway through Trailblazer. And so I got up to Pathfinder quite quickly, but going through Pathfinder has taken me a long time. It's taken me most of this journey to get up to Pathfinder. But So I'm not sure how much I'm going to get for this landing that I'm going to do very shortly, but I know that I will definitely go up to the next Explorer rank, which is great, which I'm going to be really pleased with.
Frameshift drive charging.
Overall, it's been a really enjoyable journey. I've really enjoyed it, but I'm genuinely itching to get back to the bubble now. There's a lot of things that I want to work on now. I genuinely feel like I've learnt a hell of a lot from this journey, like how to play the game and how to like outfit your ship and stuff, because this journey has made me genuinely think about what I should be putting on my ship, what outfitting I should be putting on my ship, because I didn't really do much when I left the bubble, but along my journey I've thought, right, in the future I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to like improve my frameshift drive, I need to do some engineering. Like I've not done anything to do with the engineers before, and I now know that when doing exploring, especially on this scale, it's really important to get some extra kick out of your frameshift drive from the engineers. So I need to do that. Yeah, I've learned a hell of a lot, but it's also made me want to do other things as well. Like for example, combat. My combat ranking is only mostly harmless, and I've put about 180 odd hours into this game now, and I've not really done any combat. I've mostly done trading and exploring, and even then trading, my rank's only merchant. It's not fantastic, so I definitely need to spend a bit of time on combat. So I might bring out the old Viper Mark IV again, or I might purchase like an Eagle or something, or a Vulture. Probably a Vulture, actually. I've heard lots of good things about the Vulture, so I might just buy a Vulture, whack some stuff into it, and then do a load of combat missions as well. Another thing that I want to do is, obviously there's a lot of talk of all the alien sightings that have been kicking about over the past few months. I really want to experience that for myself as well. So what I want to do is I want to work on the engineers again. I want to get the anti-corrosive cargo holds, so I can get hold of some unknown artifacts, and then travel to the Maya system and see if I can get some random encounters with some aliens. And I definitely want to be able to stream that. I want to catch that on stream in virtual reality for you guys. I'm super excited about that. So yeah, that's definitely something I want to do. So there's loads of content still coming up. I know most of the things that I've been doing so far have been to do with exploration, but because I've been doing so much of that recently, that's something I want to lay off for a little bit, and I want to do some other stuff once we get back to the bubble. That's still a while away. But yeah, that's just to give you an idea of what's going on with my plans for the future on Elite Dangerous. There is so much to do. So much to do. This game is never ending. It's crazy. I mean, another thing that I need to do is, another thing that I really want to do is get some more money. I mean, that's what everybody wants in this game, isn't it? More money. Because I really want to get an Anaconda. But they're so expensive. And just with my assets and everything at the minute, I know that that's a long way away. But I was hoping that if I was to get a Beluga, that I would get more money from it, from passenger missions. Because from what I've experienced so far with passenger missions, I've only done it in a Dolphin so far, but that seems to be like the fastest way to accumulate money at the minute, is doing passenger missions. From what I've experienced anyway, I may be wrong in that instance. So I was thinking, if I do get a Beluga, then that's going to be, and I just completely outfit it ready for passenger missions. Like, just stick as many like economy passenger cabins in it as I can, 1 or 2 luxury cabins, first class and a business class. Oh, need some more fuel. Then that's going to like give me a lot of money as quickly as possible. And then that's when I can start working towards the Anaconda. But, I realise that is a long, long, long way away from here. Right. While we're scooping some fuel, I might as well scan this object. This here star. That's the only thing I've been doing less of in this journey now, because I've not needed to scoop fuel as much. I've not been scanning as many stars, so I've not been discovering as many new stars for myself as I did on the road to Colonia. So that's probably going to affect the credits yield in some way, but I don't imagine it's going to affect it too much in this instance. Actually, I could probably get a little bit closer to this star, actually. There we go. Let's get the route back on the go. Right, so this is going to sort itself out quite quickly. Right, I might as well just start pulling away now. So if any of the things that I've been talking about are of any interest to you guys that are watching today, please be sure to subscribe to the Daydreamer Gaming channel. Please be sure to hit that like button down below. You genuinely can't appreciate it enough. Thank you to anybody that's been watching, and then especially thank you to anybody that's been watching this whole journey that I've been doing. It's been amazing. But yeah, if you're interested in what I've been saying about all the things that I've hopefully got upcoming for the channel on Daydreamer Gaming with regards to Elite Dangerous, then please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. I also have my own channel, the Gaming Mule channel, which you will find a link to on the homepage of the Daydreamer Gaming channel, which you are watching right now. Click on that. Check out the stuff that I've got on there. I've got some Elite Dangerous stuff on there, and many other things as well. As I said at the start of the stream as well, if you didn't catch it, this evening I'll be doing the Tuesday night show on my own channel with Scavo Davo and Frosty Harlequin. We do that every Tuesday from around 9 PM, which is basically we just get together and we just play some games that we like to play. This week we're playing Civilization 5. We started a game a couple of weeks ago on Civilization 5. We didn't get to finish it last week because Scavo Davo couldn't join us, so we played GTA Online instead. But Scavo Davo will be back with us today, so we'll be back playing Civilization 5. So if that's something that you're interested in, please head on over to my channel, the Gaming Mule channel, at 9 o'clock this evening, Greenwich Mean Time. So it is, what time is it now? It's just gone 8:15 now, so it should be starting in about 45 minutes. Which is why I want to get to Gru Haipu in as quick a time as possible. Right, frame shift drive cooldown, go straight back into frame shift drive. We're 13 jumps away. I don't imagine that being much of an issue. If there is anybody watching as well, please be sure to say hi in the comments. I always enjoy some company on these travels. It's much needed in the lonely blackness of space. And I've been out here for such a long time now. Can't wait to get back to Civilization, even though it's obviously just in-game. But it'll be nice to get back to Civilization instead of just skipping between fucking systems constantly. I mean, I think I worked out that from the bubble to Colonia, I think I had to do about 700 odd jumps to get there. So I'll have at least doubled that getting back to the bubble. Probably more than that if I'm going to be perfectly honest. We're doing for fuel. We're okay for fuel. Come on, game. Load, 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 load. Come on, you know you want to. Come on, give me that star. Give me that star. Give me that star. Thank you. Right. Right, frame shift drive's cooling down. Boom.
Frame shift drive charging.
Either way, depending on what, no matter what ship I choose to purchase when I get back to the bubble, I'll be streaming that as well. That's probably going to be the next time I stream after today, because the trip back to the bubble is going to be repetitive and boring, probably not going to be any of interest to you guys, so I'm not going to bother streaming that. I'm just going to try and blitz that as much as I can. Hopefully by the end of this week I will return to the bubble, and then I'll do a stream for you guys upon my actual return there, and we'll head straight to the nearest shipyard that's got some Saud Kruger ships, and then I'll make the final decision as to whether or not I'm going to get the Orca or the Beluga. But like I say, depending on the insurance issues, oh, for fuck's sake, seriously, there we go. Yeah, depending on the insurance issues, that is really going to be the deciding factor as to what I get. Because I don't really mind if I can't afford to upgrade it there and then, because I can work on that. You know, it can be like somebody having like a knackered old car in their garage. You know, they keep them things in there for years until they're like ready to go out on a proper drive. So that can be what my Beluga's like, a little pet project where I've got it in some shipyard somewhere ready to be flown around. I just need to give it some decent upgrades and make it into the passenger liner that it deserves to be. Right, one more jump and then we'll fuel scoop.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging.
Right, okay, so we're going to fuel scoop at this star. Edge in nice and slowly. Right, there we go. Not that slowly, apparently. Right, there we go. Right, we'll scan this bad boy while we're here. Right, 8 jumps away. That should be okay. Right, lock destination. Oh, we appear to be getting a bit hot. Looks like I've stopped a little bit too close to this star, so we'll back off a little bit. Temperature's still going up. Come on. Don't give me any heat damage. Not now, for fuck's sake. Right, there we go. We're slowing down now. Right. We'll take a look at this lovely looking star while we wait. In fact, we might as well just start ploughing on now, thinking about it. We're going to finish scooping in a second now. Okay. Right, we'll get away from this star and then we'll carry on. You can see, actually, you can see the damage that my ship has been taking. If you have a look outside, you can see the paintwork. It's probably a bit dark now. You'll see it more when we get to this next star, but you can see the fucking paintwork's knackered on my ship. It's absolutely freaked. See it now. We'll wait till we get to this star and we'll have a quick look. But yeah, the paintwork is absolutely fucking knackered. Right, yeah, can you see it out there? Hold on, let me stand up and I'll show you. Look at how knackered my paintwork is on my fucking ship. Look at the state of my ship. It's fucked. So annoying.
Frameshift drive charging.
So I definitely need just to get I need to stop off just to get my cocking paint job sorted. Pile of shit ship. I'm only joking, Mule Explorer. I fucking love this ship. This ship has served me very well. I know I'm talking about getting a new ship, but I'm never going to get rid of the Mule Explorer. And the only reason I changed it to the Mule Explorer is because I was just having a look at the new features of the Commander's 2.3 update. I had no intention of leaving the ship as the Mule Explorer, but I just kind of did. And now that I've had this epic journey, I can't bring myself to change it to anything like really imaginative and like interesting. So it is just going to be the Mule Explorer forever now.
3, 2,
In fact, when I get back to the bubble, I might even treat myself to some of the... I might go on the Frontier store and treat myself to some of the like nameplates that you can get now on your ships, so that you've named them, and get the Mule Explorer plastered all over the side of my ship. Obviously, the Explorer ones as well. Right, how long we got? 5 jumps to go. What time is it? I've got about 20... I've got about 35 minutes until the Tuesday night show, so I think we can make it. I think we can make it. Yeah, it's not going to take me half an hour to do 5 jumps. Jesus. So we get to go to the Gru Haipu system, or that's how I spell it. That's how I pronounce it anyway. It's probably something like Gru Haipu or something. I don't know. But there's a wonderful, from if memory serves me right, from when I went there before. There's a lovely nebula there that we'll get to see, and I have to admit I'm kind of dreading the landing. I've not landed a ship since Jack Station, and I don't know if any of you that are watching now watched that stream, but that was the worst ever landing in Jack Station, probably in the history of Elite Dangerous. There's the nebula right in front of us, actually. Basically what happened is I got through the letterbox of the station and I tilted my ship a little bit, so I hit the side of the letterbox, which happens sometimes. That's not too bad. But then I was hovering above the landing pad that I was designated by the wonderful staff at Jack Station. So I went to lower my landing gear and I accidentally pressed the boost button instead. So I boosted in the middle of Jack Station, straight through it, and I crashed into the end of Jack Station. And I sustained fairly heavy damage to the ship. Luckily, nothing that was kind of threatening, although I did get stuck when I was trying to turn around again. So that caused some issues. And then I finally landed at Jack Station and my heart was genuinely racing. I thought, oh my god, I've travelled all this way from the furthest outpost towards Colonia to Colonia, and I thought, shit, that's all of the data that I'd gathered lost. That's all the money that I would have received gone. It could have been soul destroying, but luckily me and the old Mule Explorer held it together and we managed to make it there in one piece. Right, just 2 jumps away now from Gru Haipu. But yeah, I'm really worried about this landing. After that landing, and that was my last one, and I'm not very good at planetary landings. I'm normally not too bad with the station landings. I'm normally fine with them, but I just happen to completely fuck it up at Jack Station. But there's a few times where I've cocked up my landings on planets, and I'm a little bit worried about this one, especially with the fact that my thrusters need some repair. So my thrusters are not going to be working to their full capacity, I don't think. So I just need to be really careful when trying to land on this planet. Oh, I'm so worried, and we'll be there in a minute as well. So it could be for some comedy watching, ladies and gentlemen, anybody that's watching. You could see the demise of the Mule Explorer, and possibly the demise of these videos, because I'll just end up crying because I'll have just lost so much money and data. I'm starting to jinx this now, aren't I? I need to calm down. I need to be positive. We are going to land this perfectly. It's going to be the most perfect planetary landing you have ever seen in your fucking life in Elite Dangerous. Right. Okay, are we here? Okay, we're here. Right, Gagarin Gate. Let's head there now. The music has changed to suggest that we have arrived at our destination. Oh, thank God. Right, Gagarin Gate. This is going to be the first time I've ventured away from a star in a long time. It's telling me to slow down. I don't want to slow down yet, computer. Don't tell me what to do. You're not the boss of me, you fucking dick. These are... Oh, shit. Okay, maybe I should slow down a little bit. Okay, computer, you were right. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I haven't really like sat back and kind of looked at how different space is now. Even though we're still far away from the bubble, you know, the stars are nowhere near as dense. We're no longer in like the light cloud that surrounds the center of the galaxy. We can actually see the blackness of space now. Stars are kind of a lot more dotted around, nowhere near as dense as they were before. It's such a huge change, and the Gagarin Gate is on the other side of this fucking planet. Hold on, right, there we go. Right. Come on, Mule Dung Explorer, don't fail me now, baby. Does that say 8 or 6 seconds? 8 seconds, that's fine. Okay. We're gonna do this, guys, we're gonna do it. Slowing down now. The gravitational pull of the planet is slowing us down a little bit. That's fine. I could probably... Can I speed up a little bit? I probably can speed up a little bit, actually.
Orbital flight engaged.
Okay, orbital flight is engaged. Thrusters, don't let me down now, thrusters. Come on. I can see the dots of Gagarin Gate straight ahead, closing in. I don't think I need to slow down. No, I'm not going to bother slowing down. This is fine. Around 70 kilometers, we should pull out of orbital flight, and then we'll head into a glide. Right, we're on a glide. I should probably slow down a little bit. Not too much though. Okay, this is looking okay. Okay, glide complete. We're a bit further away than I would ordinarily like. I probably shouldn't have slowed down so much, but that's okay. We'll make this up in no time at all. Probably do a few boosts.
You are very welcome at the terrestrial port.
Come on, Mule Dung Explorer. Hold it together, baby. Hold it together, baby. Right, let's slow down a bit now. Okay, we're not slowing down. Okay, thrusters. Come on, thrusters. Slow down, baby. Okay, let's get permission to land.
Request approved. Adjust heading for approach to pad 07.
07, I'm assuming that that's that pad on the far side over there. That's fine. Oh, dear Lord. Come on, computer. Sorry, I'm trying to just check that we're all okay on the old YouTubes. Which we are. Okay. I'm quietly confident about this. As long as our thrusters hold up. Okay, yeah, this looks okay. Okay, this isn't good. I definitely misjudged that. That's fine though. Slowly turn around. I want this to be good. Just got to be really careful when I'm lowering the landing gear, not to launch the boosters. Don't launch the boosters. Okay, this is fine. I'm happy with this so far. Right. Lowering the landing gear. Okay, it says landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Thank you, computer. You took your time there, you fucking bitch. Okay, this is good. This is good. Okay, slow down. Come on, little Mule Dung Explorer, don't fail me now. Oh, expertly done. Thank you. Thank you.
Commence system shutdown.
Oh, holy shit. Right, okay. To recap, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't catch the start of the stream, we've had to have a stop off at Gagarin Gate. So what the plan was, I've already made the trip from the bubble to Colonia. That was fine. I did a few ship upgrades, which was great. And then I headed up to Sagittarius A, which again was great. And then I decided that I was going to head straight back to the bubble. So the plan was to head all the way back down to here, like in one fell swoop. That was the plan. Then I got to, but the problem is that I was playing this while like watching telly. Like I was doing this travel back while watching telly because it's a boring trip, and I didn't want to stream it. I just wanted to get back to the bubble and show you guys when I arrive back at the bubble. But along the way, because I was watching telly while playing this game on my laptop and stuff like that, I ended up like damaging my ship. Like as you can see, I'm at 93% hull integrity. If I have a look at my modules, you'll see like I've sustained some damage to my thrusters, severe damage to my cargo hatch, but luckily that doesn't matter. My fuel scoop's a bit knackered. My frame shift drive's a bit knackered. My discovery scanner's only at 64%. So I thought I need to get this sorted, because with the amount of distance that I travelled and had those problems, by the time I got to like, I don't know, like here, my ship would have been completely knackered, and there would have been a distinct possibility that my ship would have been completely fucked. So when I got to here, when I got to Ease Halt UA-UD42440, I thought, right, I need to get some repairs. So I have headed over to Gru Haipu, and then from here, that's when I'll head back around this way, and I won't take the same route that I took before because I want to get some money. So I've not cashed in any exploration data or anything like that since I've been to Colonia. So I've been to Sagittarius A and then come back down and then scooped around to Gagarin Gate. So I made about 30 million on my trip from the bubble to Colonia. So I'm hoping I'm going to get about that again. My Pathfinder Explorer rank is going to go up now, which is going to be great. So let's enter the starport services. And also I'm going to find out how much money I actually get from going to Sagittarius A, because I'm not actually too sure on how much money you get from there. Frosty is in the comments. How's it going, man? Thank you so much for catching the end of the stream. Right, we're all repaired up now. That's the important thing. So let's just check the mission board. They don't normally have missions on these places. No, I didn't think they would. Right, let's go to the Universal Cartographics and we'll finally get to see how much money we've made. Right, Sagittarius A. 631,000 for scanning the Sagittarius A system. 600 to be honest with you, that isn't much. I expected to get a couple of million for that. That's a little bit disappointing, but okay, so there's 1.8 million. So we're at 41.8 million now. So let's sell this page.
Incoming message.
That should be our Explorer rank going up, that message. We'll check that out in a minute. This could take a while. First to discover blah 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 blah. There won't be that much. Right, there we go. Another 1.6 million there. Another issue that I'll probably end up facing is because I've mostly only been visiting scoopable stars now. I'm probably not going to get as much money as I would have done if I'd visited other stars, but hey ho. Frosty says, eating some awesome cake, waiting to get started on Civ. Yes, we shall be starting at Civ at 9 PM over on my own channel, the Gaming Mule channel. Myself, Frosty, Harlequin, and Scavo Devo. So, as I said earlier, please be sure to check us out there. So yeah, this could take a while. Because it's been a hell of a long time since I've cashed in any of my data. I really did expect to make more from visiting Sagittarius A. I don't think 600 million, sorry, 600,000 really is really enough for going that far. Right, so that's 10 million, well, that's 11 million we've made so far from the trip. Yeah, the freshly discovered systems now are becoming few and far between because of the improved fuel scoop. Because I always used to stop every time I had to scoop fuel and scan the star, do a detailed surface scan. But because I haven't needed to do that as much, I'm definitely not going to be the first to discover as many systems. Right, we're doing all right here. We're doing all right. There's a ship up there. Oh, look, that looks like it could be an orca up there. I think that might be an orca. So yeah, this really puts into perspective how many systems I've been scanning. Come on, Universal Cartographics. A few more places discovered there. Sweet. Right, that's 20 million that we've earned. Oh, we got a decent bonus on that one. 27,000. Sweet. And we just keep on going. God, I wonder how many more pages we've got. This is pretty good. Okay, that's 1.3 million, so I think we're starting to edge closer and closer now to where we are now. I love the look of this nebula. Looks great, doesn't it? Oh. Tend to lose a bit of track in there. Ah, yes, we're definitely edging towards the end of our data. Oh, okay, maybe not. that was just a lower page than the rest. Ah, there we go. There's Gru Haipu at the top. So I think that means that this is probably the last page now. Oh, okay, maybe not. Carry on. Just fucking hell. Right, well that's 30 million that we've made. Jesus, what time is it? 1:45. Still going? Fucking hell! I wish you could just sell everything in one go instead of just selling everything page by page. Oh. Still going. I know that this is a bit boring, guys, but I need to do this, and you need to see it. Ah, here we go. We're on the last page finally. Right. So what's that? About 35 million. So from the trip to Colonia to Sagittarius A, here to Gru Haipu, we've made about 35 million. So that's good. You know, safe to say that's pretty good. Oh, advanced maintenance. Can we sort our paintwork out? Health. Yeah, let's fix up our goddamn paintwork. Yay! We've fixed the paintwork as well. Fucking yes. Is there anything else? No. Repair ship integrity. Ship integrity. Oh, okay. There we go. So yeah, we made about 35 million from the from that trip, which is good. So let's have a look at the system map then. So how many light years? Oh, not the system map, you fool. So yeah, I've more than doubled the money that that I got from travelling from the bubble to Colonia, and we need to head back now to the bubble. So 51 Aritis is where I want to go. How many light years away is that? Still another 14,000 light years to go. So I still have a hell of a trip. I don't know which way I'm gonna go though. I don't want to go the same way that I came. Unless I come down this way and then kind of go around that way, maybe this time. Or maybe just do it from a different angle. That might be an idea. Just stay on the level that I'm on now, maybe. Because I'm on a low... this is like the lowest point, I think. So if I just stay on that angle and head the same way, then it should be okay. But yeah. There we go. That's what I've achieved today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to enter the hangar now. So that's the end of today's Elite Dangerous stream. I really hope you enjoyed it. It was just kind of like a very simple one today, just where I could explain to you what the plans are for the future and what I've been doing out in the big old black. Once I get back to the bubble, that's when things should hopefully start to get a bit more interesting again. So if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw, please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to see any of my future Elite Dangerous streams. Also, please be sure to check out my own channel, the Gaming Mule channel, which you'll find a link to on the homepage of the channel that you're watching right now, the Gaming Mule channel. In approximately 10 minutes, I'm going to be streaming with Frosty Harlequin and Scavo Davo. We're going to be playing a bit of Civilization 5, and that's what we're going to be doing for the next few hours on there as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, please be sure to check that out as well, and check out the other content on there as well. So I've been Gaming Mule. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye!